Good morning everyone. I am Ramaram, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of CSE, GPCET College of Engineering and Technology. Today I am going to discuss about Python programming. Next, what are the different data types of Python programming? So there are three basic Python programming data types: numbers, strings and boolean data types. First we will see what are the number data type formats. Again, the data type formats are four categories: integer, long integers, floating point numbers and imaginary numbers. So first we see integer numbers. So integers are whole numbers. They are 32-bit numbers. The maximum range and minimum value of the integer numbers are -2147 483 6482, 2147 483 647. So all these integer numbers are base 10 numbers. In order to represent the integer numbers, you just type the values from 0 to 9. So 300, when you type 300, it will be considered 300 as base 10 number. When you press enter, that will be displayed as automatically on the screen. Suppose if you want to represent the number as hexadecimal number, then that number should be preceded by 0x and followed by some numbers 12c. So the alpha bits also used in the hexadecimal number. So 12c. So that will represent the value of 300 in decimal format. Next, for octal numbers, we have to use 0, O, then followed by some octal number in between 0 to 7. So the 454 octal number is equivalent to 300 decimal integer. Next, long integer values. So in order to represent the long integer values, then we have to use a separate symbol called L. Okay, the integer should be appended with an L or smaller or capital L in order to make that number as long integer. So long integer range is not fixed. The long integer range will vary based on the system available memory space. Next, floating point numbers. So floating point numbers are fractional numbers or real numbers. For example, 3.14159. Okay. So these real numbers are also represented in the exponent form. So the different examples are, these are the different examples: 200.5, and we can express the number in exponent form. For example, 2005 e minus 2, that means 2005 into 10 to the power of minus 2 is represented by that statement. Next, imaginary numbers. The C language and Java language don't provide this type of data type, imaginary numbers. So the imaginary numbers will have the J as an imaginary representative. So two parts, first number and second number, real and imaginary parts will be there. The imaginary part should be end with the symbol J in order to represent that is the imaginary part. So if you want to multiply the imaginary number with some value 2, then we can write the statements 2 into 2 plus 5 plus J. Next, so next data type is strings. So string is a sequence of characters enclosed in double quotes or single quotes or triple quotes in Python language. So there are the three types of strings. Okay, we can create strings in three different formats. In order to take the particular character from a string, we have to use the square brackets, that is called slice operator. Or in order to consider the range of characters from one part to another part, then we have to also use the slice operator with the help of colon operator. Okay. So the string substitute starts from 0 to n minus 1, but it is also possible to take the characters from the last. So in order to read the data from the last, then we have to use the subscript values last from -1, -2 and so on up to some values. It is also possible to concatenate the two strings in Python language, and if you want to repeat the same string more than one time, then we have to use star operator in the integer numbers. So integers are whole numbers. They are 32-bit numbers. The maximum range and minimum value of the integer numbers are -2147 483 6482, 2147 483 647. So all these integer numbers are base. Next, the third method to create a string is by using triple quotes. Triple quotes using we are able to create the string, which the data lies in 3 different lines. Okay. If the data contains the more than one line, then you have to go for triple quotes. So this is some example of how we perform slicing operator, how we concatenate the strings, and how to print the strings. Next, what are the different data types of Python programming? So there are three basic Python programming data types: numbers, strings, and boolean data types. First, we will see what are the number data type formats. Again, the number data type formats are 4 categories: integer, long integers, floating point numbers, and imaginary numbers. So first